I'm going to talk today about what it means to be an intelligent golfer. So what does it mean to be an intelligent golfer? Well, the first thing I want you to understand about your intelligence is that you have intelligence already built into your body. It's already there. Matter of fact, becoming an intelligent golfer means you understand that the swing is already inside of you. And this is the opposite of your thinking that, well, I gotta go learn, I gotta go fix myself. I gotta have a quick fix out there. See, this is the mistake people are making in the conventional golf world, or in the golf world in general. You've probably even searched this YouTube channel looking for some quick fixes. I'm here to tell you that there's no quick fixes. To become an intelligent golfer, you understand that if you do it correctly, if you understand what we're doing and you use biomechanics, it's a science, you can get the swing out of your body. We just have to understand what's going on. Your arm is designed a certain way, your body has a certain tilt to it. There's metrics of your body motion, and all of us have the same metrics. Now, we may look different doing things, but generally speaking, we're all designed the same way. We have rotation of our arms, we have tilt of our body, we have so much motion, we have our joints move in a certain way, our feet work in a certain way, and we have basic biomechanics. So right now, there is a golf swing inside of you. The goal as an intelligent golfer is to get it out. And how do we do that? Well, it's pretty easy. And I want to show you that the body has built-in limits, and we need to use those limits and use the body's design correctly. If we do that, and you learn those things, the golf swing comes out of you. Limits are important because every part of your body, there's a design limit into it. Whether it's limits to wrist hinge, limits to rotation, limits to how much your body can tilt, there's limits built in every one of your parts of your body. The way you position your body determines how you use those limits. So you would agree with me that if you take a golfer who does not know how to hit a golf ball, for the first time you've seen them, they have lots of movement in their swing. Go to Topgolf or go to a range somewhere and people move around, tons of movement. As you watch people improve in golf, and maybe you're one of these people, and you watch them improve, you see the movement reduce. You see people create stability. For example, one thing that's always taught in golf is keep your head still. I agree with that at some aspects. The head starts staying still. Okay, there's one aspect. Well, maybe you start keeping your feet still more, and then you keep your body more still. And you see what happens is, you go from having a lot of movement to limited movement. See, limitations are what we need to produce proper golf swings. So let's go through an intelligent way to look at the swing so I can help it get it out of you and show you the limits created. And we'll start from the ground up. The first important limit is the lower body because you're attached to the ground, right? And you see people moving around and moving their feet, and they're not using the ground correctly. And I'm not talking about ground forces here. I'm talking about using your body correctly against the ground so you can create stability. I like the term stability. And so there's some stabilizing factors happening when I set up. Foot position matters because this foot position is more stable than this foot position, right? So you can start seeing right away that if I move my feet around, I produce different types of limits and rotation. So what I want to just talk about is I put my feet in the correct position. I now look at my legs. They can be now stable. Now I can rotate, and I got so much range of motion because of that limit I've created. So the beautiful thing about limits in your body is it's allowing you to move, but it's limiting how much you can move. And this is where the golf swing starts happening. This is where it starts coming out of you. So now you'll notice, and I'll just go watch my lower body, foot position, trail leg stable, and I'll rotate. And notice how my trail leg is staying stable and I'm rotating around it. But guess what? I'm limited. I can't go more than that. If I stay in my posture and I stay in my tilt, I'm limited to how much I can turn. I'm not moving my head, I'm not standing up, I'm not lifting my lead foot. I'm not doing any of those things because that would increase the amount I can move. So I can create through positions. That's a very important part of this. Through the positions of my body, I can limit how much my body moves. So that's the lower body up to the pelvis. Now, upper body has a tilt to it. And you watch what happens in the backswing. There's a forward bend to my body. So I have forward bend and also side bend. These are metrics I'm describing to you, forward bend, side bend, and rotation. So I have these metrics. Now, if I stay in my forward bend and I stay in my side bend and I do what I just did around that trail leg, I am also limited in how much I can rotate. See that? I've reached a limit. That's because my head is staying still. So that's the thing I like about the head staying still is with that staying still, and my head staying still, I create a rotational limit to my body. Now, that's the backswing. Now when I come down, I stabilize again into the lead leg, and now watch, I'm gonna rotate pelvis and torso, and I'm gonna go into a side bend, and guess what? I run into another rotational limit because I'm limited here, and I'm limited here. And notice, look at the position I'm putting my body in. I'm going like this, putting my body in a stabilized position, putting my side bend in, and my bend. Rotational limit, stability, watch my foot stay down. Rotational limit, I'm stuck, right? I'm stuck. Okay, so you're starting to see that if I keep my positions correctly, head staying still, trail leg braced, trail foot on the ground, lead knee flexed into impact, you start seeing the limits. Limits are what produce what? Consistency. So that's the next part about being an intelligent golfer, is you understand that the things I'm doing within my limits create the consistency in the swing. So watch this. I'm gonna do something really fun here. I do this with my students when I teach them. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna go into all my positional limits coming down, all right? So I'm in my backswing. I stabilize, I'm rotating, okay? I'm rotating. I'm gonna rotate as much as I can with my pelvis, rotate as much as I can. I'm gonna rotate as much as I can with my torso. Right there, I'm in my side bend, and look, guess what? There's impact. Notice, impact is a limit. I hit a limit, that's when the hands deliver the club to impact. What I'm showing you is, if you want to get consistent, which we all do, you need to be consistent in impact. The way you get consistent impact is through the limits you're producing. So these rotational limits and body limits I'm creating produce my ability to get the impact. Let's do it with the golf club. So now it looks like this. I set up for those limits. Look at my leg position, look at my foot position, look at my tilt. I am set up for those limits. I am also set up on a single plane where I can return the club to impact on its same plane. I have reduced the amount of variability in all of my motion. This is another part of being an intelligent golfer. I have reduced variables. I start the club on the same plane I'm gonna impact. It's a single plane. I take it to the backswing, there's my limits. I stabilize, I rotate, I'm rotating in my limits. I get to a limit, I deliver the club to impact, there's impact in my limits. Watch the release. That's just arms and hands releasing. Very little torso rotation in that. So the limit releases, and then my head has to release because I have to come out of the limit. That's when I finish the swing, I gotta get the head moving because I'm coming out of my limit. You understand? That's how a golf swing's produced. Here it looks like this. All those limits are in place. I'm on the single plane. I can now put those limits into place, and guess what? I will be super consistent getting to impact. Here it looks like this. I let it go. And what happens is, because of motion, when I go into motion, those limits are there and it frees up. And I hear this all the time when I teach people. It produces freedom, because now my arms and hands and club can freely work within the limits of my body, and the arms can then what? Produce speed. I just explained to you the entire sequence of a golf swing. We put the limits in place from positions. Positions are correct. It produces limits. The limits produce consistency at impact. That consistent impact allows us to have freedom of the arms and hands, and that's how the swing comes out of you. That's how I get the swing out of you, and that's what makes you an intelligent golfer. Thanks for joining me today on the channel. Click the bell icon, give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you as an intelligent golfer. By the way, if you're interested in my book, The Intelligent Golf Swing, click the link in the description, and I'll get you one of our books.